Hello, and welcome to, or welcome back to, the channel of the Nasdaq Scalping Bot. In this channel, I show you guys the progress that I make with a Python program that I made with the goal to do some automated trading on the Nasdaq, with the ultimate goal to have some passive income. And in a update, no more a daily update, but in an update, I'll let you guys know how did the bot do, did I make changes in the code, and how are we doing on the market. And it's Friday today, we are at the end of the week, so we will see how we did this week. And before I gonna dive into the bot and the results of this week, you guys notice that there is a new background in my cam view and my OBS view. And this new background means that I started with a new program, a new project. And the project is gonna be to make a scam baiting bot. So if you wanna know how to make a scam baiting bot in Python, join me in the new series that I start in the next couple of weeks. And of course, it will take more than a couple of weeks to do this. But for now, we're still in the trading bot. And so let's take a look at the Nasdaq scalping bot, how we did today and this week. And today, you see, we had a day profit of minus €6.44. That's not good, but we have a balance of 404, and we started the bot at 28th of April, and we had 1,348 candles. So the bot works as it should be, like I told you on Wednesday. So all we need to do is do some fine-tuning in total. Well, what happened today? Why are we down for €6.44? I was surprised, and I will show you why I was surprised. So let's take a look at the market. If you take a look at the market for today, and this is the 1 hour, and I see that there's still one message of a closed position. I'm not sure what this number will be. We will see. But if we look at the market, and this is the 1 hour market, then we see we had a strange moment today, because I think it's a strange moment. While if we look at the time, we see that from 11, the start of, not the end of the day, but this one from the first hour of the new day, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., there's nothing to do from 1 to 2, and suddenly from 2 to 3 a.m., there was a large buy. And what? Why is there in this hour, usually in my time, I know in America there are other time zones, but why is it during the night such a high buy moment? What did happen? And after that, you see around 4, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6, 7, 8. Those are the usual small candles that I'm used to see in the morning. So I was very surprised that we have 2 hours of nothing. Absolutely, totally nothing. And then suddenly we had a spike in a buy in what to me seems, why, strange. Then we had a buy again after from 2 to 3, this pre-market in my case, that looks normal. And then we went slowly up to day. So this part of the day looks completely normal to me, as that could be a pre-market buy-in. That's not strange, but this one was very strange. Yesterday we saw the same on the day, during the night, my night, and the early morning, small candles, and then during market hours we saw a buy and a sell. So this was normal, but this one was very strange to me. Let's see what we did in the reports. I'm gonna click this one away and we see it in the reports. And if we look at the reports, then the last one we had was a profit of 88 cents. But we had 267 loss, a 142 loss, and a 73-cent positive, and 154, etc. And this one, you see, 2:43 a.m., 154, at 2:27 a.m., a minus of 242, and at 3:20 a.m., a 73 cents positive. What is wrong here? I don't know what happened. I can look at, I believe it was Tesla that made such a buy. Then for yesterday, we saw a smaller ones, and yesterday we had a very good one. We had a positive of 11 euro. So that's a very nice one. And we also had on Wednesday, I already reported it, a 5, a 2, another 5. So it went very well. What did we do this week? Well, we started this week with 349 euros, and at the end of the week now we are at 404 euros, which means that we make a profit this week of 10 euro. That's nice. It's a profit, no complaining for me. We saw the stop losses triggered, we saw the smaller profits and also the smaller losses. So yeah, it's good, it's nice. We made a 10 euro profit. So why should I change anything in the code if we just made a profit? What I will make a I will make a change in the code, because I think that I'm gonna show you guys. No, not this one, the code, and not this one. What I'm gonna do in the board, and that's not in the strategy, but in the contracts. Where's contracts? There's contracts. The stop loss distance, I will bring it one down. I guess 29 or even 28, and then see how we do for next week. But that's all I'm gonna change. And if next week is good again, then by my mean, it's waiting until we get up to 1,000. And if so, then we can conclude that the bot is actually working and that we have made a profitable bot that can gain passive income. And I know 10 euro in a week is not much, but like I said, it's only a contract of 0.1. So if 0.1 becomes 10 times that much, 1, then we had a 100 euro profit in 1 week. That's 400 in a month. That's not bad at all for passive income. So I think that I'm gonna change this one in, I guess, 28. We had already 25. So I'm gonna change this in 28. I can do this because it's Friday. So close. And we're going to change this one in 28. And next week, we will see how this will do. Now, let's take a look at the market. And I want to know if this at 3 a.m. was a Tesla buy. At 3 a.m. No, it was not a Tesla buy. Who had such a buy at 3 a.m. in the morning? Where are we at? My second. They cannot be. Stupid me. The market is closed in those hours. So you don't see Nvidia at 1 is closing of the market, and the next one is 10 a.m. in the morning. That's when the market started again. So where does this come from that we had at 3 a.m. Meta? These are stocks. They don't trade on that time of the day. Same 1 and then again a 10. Apple, Microsoft, we all see the same. So, yeah, oil went down, I know, but where does this come from? I don't know. The larger stocks don't trade. But it kept a low loss for us. It could have been a profit, I have to say. But that's only when in that time we had a 5-minute candle, that 3 candles in a row. Let's take a look. Around that time, no, there were 3 candles in a row, but we did a sell based on this one, I guess, so we made a loss. But in total for this week, profitable, €10, good. So let's see how we do in the next week. That's it for today. That's it for this week. Like and subscribe, and see you all next week.